Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy update for you guys and also sharing with you some of my favorite pregnancy products for the first trimester, but really all of pregnancy in general. This is my fourth pregnancy, believe it or not. I think by having almost four babies and having gone through pregnancy 4 times, I have learned some things that really do actually work for me. I have suffered from morning sickness with all of my pregnancies. With Carter, it wasn't so bad, but I have heard that with each pregnancy, it usually gets worse. That's probably not true. I think some people have morning sickness with boys versus girls. They had it with their first, but not with their others. Every pregnancy is just completely different. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys some things that actually helped me, just in case you're pregnant along with me and you're suffering, and maybe this is your first baby or your second baby and you never found anything that worked for you the first time. So anyways, I'm going to share some of that stuff with you guys, and then I'm going to jump into updating you guys on what's going on with me and my pregnancy and all of the nitty-gritty details that everybody wants to know lately. I will address all of those right here. I also have my trusty Chick-fil-A coffee with me right now. I have been able to finally drink hot coffee, but I still prefer cold coffee. Just like when I'm not pregnant, I would rather have cold coffee over hot. But I have been able to drink hot coffee again, so that is something really exciting. Chick-fil-A's vanilla iced coffee is so good. Okay, so ever since I had found out I was pregnant with Carter, from like day one, when it's your first pregnancy and you are so excited to just buy all the things because now you are pregnant, one of the first things that I ever bought with him was, where is it at? This right here, Palmer's cocoa butter. And first of all, I want to say thank you to Palmer's for sponsoring today's video. However, I have been using Palmer's cocoa butter since I got pregnant with Carter, and I have used it with every pregnancy since then. So first of all, it smells heavenly. It smells kind of like chocolate because of the cocoa. Every time I smell Palmer's cocoa butter, it just reminds me of being pregnant, and I love that I associate it with being pregnant. Palmer's cocoa butter is a great brand for preventing stretch marks, and that is why I immediately went out and bought it when I was pregnant with Carter. I was like, I am not about to get stretch marks. And before we get into talking about stretch marks, I know that stretch marks are genetic. You are most likely to get them if your mom got them or your grandma got them. It also depends on how much weight you gain, how much elasticity your own skin has. So many things will determine whether or not you are going to get stretch marks. However, I'm a firm believer of whether or not you just think I'm gonna get stretch marks no matter what, it is always a good idea to start moisturizing your skin and getting it ready for the fact that it is about to expand and grow. And let me tell you, I got 0 stretch marks while I have been pregnant. Each pregnancy, I do have some stretch marks like on my thighs, but I think that is just from like just over time, like just growing. It had nothing to do with pregnancy. I don't have any stretch marks on my belly, and I would like to attribute that to taking really good care of my skin while I've been pregnant. So I'm going to show you some products that I highly recommend. They are so affordable. None of these items are going to break the bank when it comes to taking care of your skin. The first one is the massage lotion by Palmer's cocoa butter. I love the way it feels. I just like to put this like all over my entire body because it feels so good. And it smells so good. So that one is one that I have purchased every single pregnancy, and I just slather it all over my body, pretty much concentrating on my belly. But this one is actually made for your tummy. This is called Tummy Butter, and it is free of mineral oil, parabens, and phthalates, and it helps reduce the appearance of stretch marks. So this one I have also purchased every single pregnancy. I am not kidding. I will just run my hands through here and get a whole bunch on my hands and just wipe it all over my belly. I usually do that right before bedtime after I get out of the bath and my skin is kind of dry. I will just slather this all over my thighs, my booty, my belly, my boobs, all of it. This one right here, this is the skin therapy oil. This is great even if you're not pregnant. This helps with itching for sure. If you get really itchy when you're pregnant, this works so good. It also works if you already have scars. I have a very big scar on my back that I like to put vitamin E oil on, and this has vitamin E in it. So it's great to just be able to spray all over your body and then rub it in. Maybe talk your significant other into giving you a massage. I know I have. And then here is the actual massage cream that you can also use. It's a little bit thicker than the massage lotion, so it's just kind of up to you on which one you prefer. I like all of it. I like the smell of it. I like the feel of it. It feels moisturizing and it just soaks right into your skin, and I feel like it truly does work. So if you guys are interested, definitely check out the link below. Check out Palmer's Cocoa Butter. It is sold in many stores. I have come across it many times, but I absolutely love this stuff and would highly recommend it for pregnancy, after pregnancy, any kind of scars or stretch marks that you have. I would highly recommend it. And one other thing that they sent me with all of the products is this little book called the Belly Book. It is so cute, and I will link this below. I'm sure that you can purchase this from their website if you want, but it's got the first trimester, and then you can answer all of these questions on here: when and where I took the home pregnancy test, how I told my partner. And I think that this is really cute. I mean, a lot of times you forget all of this stuff, especially when you're like on your 4th pregnancy. You're like, which pregnancy was that? Okay, so a few more products that I have been living with, can't live without. Okay, so first of all, if you are new to being pregnant, you better stock up on some fiber. You better start eating fiber. You better start taking fiber vitamins. I don't even care how you get your fiber. You've got to get some, or else it's going to cause problems here very soon. The first trimester, it immediately starts, your digestion starts to slow down, and everything else starts to slow down, and constipation starts to become a huge problem. And when constipation becomes a problem, other things become a problem, and you definitely don't want that. And I speak from a nursing point of view. I have seen some things that you guys don't want to get. I have had some things that you guys don't want to get. So take my word for it that you do not want to become too constipated. First of all, it's uncomfortable, and then it just causes other problems. So stock up on fiber, whether it's mixing it in a drink with Metamucil. Make sure that you talk to your doctor about all of this, because I am not a doctor, I am not your doctor, so what works for you may not work for me and vice versa. But I have been living off of these fiber gummies, and as you can see here, I have been eating all of the red and pink ones because I am such a child when it comes to gummies. I like the cherry ones and the strawberry ones and the orange and the lemon. I'm like, meh, I'll save those for later, kind of like Starburst. But I have been taking, it says 3 is the dose. I usually take 2 a day, and I feel like it has definitely been helping. And also I have been craving carrots like crazy, so that's also a lot of fiber to help me not be backed up. So anyways, I know that's TMI, but if you're pregnant, you totally understand it. And I would highly suggest getting some fiber. I picked these up at Target, or did I order them on Amazon? One of the two. I picked them up at the grocery store. Don't be without your fiber, guys. You will regret it. Okay, so 2 little things that have really helped me out with morning sickness are some sour candies, preferably the ones that you can kind of suck on. Keep these with you at all times. Keep them in your purse, in your diaper bag, in the car, in your pocket, in your house, just wherever you can, because sometimes nausea just strikes at the most random times, and being able to pop something sour in your mouth, I don't know what it is about it, but it definitely helps to settle your stomach at the moment. It's not going to be a long-term fix. It's not like it's going to take it away, you know, forever. If you're having serious morning sickness issues, we're going to discuss that in just a minute. But for a very quick fix, sour candy, something that you can suck on, really helps me. And I have been loving the Jolly Rancher sour ones. Another thing that I like to do at nighttime, because that is when my pregnancy sickness usually kicks in, is drink some hot tea. And I have found that this lemon ginger one, this is by the brand Yogi, but you could get any brand that you want. This is just the one that my husband picked up while he was out. I said, please get me some lemon ginger tea. And I really like this, especially if you add a little bit of honey and another slice of lemon in it. It is so good at nighttime when you're getting ready to go to bed. Or if you have morning sickness in the morning, like a lot of people have morning sickness in the morning. I usually have it at nighttime. You could drink this at morning and night, and of course ask your doctor if it's okay, but for me it has been a lifesaver to kind of ease my stomach right before bedtime if I'm having a little bit of nausea. And last but not least on the products are B6 and Unisom. Now, make sure that you ask your doctor, okay? I don't need any comments saying make sure blah 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 blah. I have talked to my doctor and they highly recommended the Unisom and B6 combo because this is the same active ingredients that you can find in Diclegis, which is a pregnancy nausea medication. Now both pregnancies, Cash and Cash in this one, I have been prescribed Diclegis, but my insurance does not cover it, and it comes out to be like $800 without insurance. So the nurse that I talked to, this was back when I was pregnant with Cash, she had said, get Unisom and B6, it is the same thing, and take them together at night and give it about 2 weeks and you will see a huge difference. And I kind of thought, okay, lady, like, I doubt this is gonna work. And sure enough, after a few weeks, I was like, hey, I'm feeling pretty good. So if you are suffering from morning sickness, ask your doctor about Unisom and B6. They have to be taken together and you will notice a huge difference. After a few weeks, you're not gonna notice it right away. I wouldn't recommend taking the Unisom during the day. If your nausea is super severe and you don't have other kids to take care of or anywhere to be, then by all means take it and take a nice long nap. I don't have that luxury. I have other kids to take care of, things to do. So I can't exactly take Unisom midday. You could like half it maybe or something, but I just take mine at night at about 9:30 or 10 p.m. every single night. And I missed a dose not too long ago. It was about a week ago on accident. I fell asleep watching a movie and I felt so sick the next day. So that is proof that it actually is working. It is not just something in my head. It really has been working for me. So definitely try that out if it's something that you think would work for you too. All right, so on to the good stuff. When you are watching this, I will be 11 weeks pregnant to the day. In a way, it feels like it has gone by really fast, but in a way it feels like it's gone by very slow. I found out that I was pregnant very early, and so when I went in to get my first ultrasound, I believe last time I updated you guys was like 6 weeks, I think, so it's been a good 5 weeks since I've kind of updated you since then. But when I went in to get my ultrasound, I was actually measuring 4 days ahead, which would explain why I found out so early. I either implanted early or ovulated early or something to where I'm measuring a little bit ahead. So anyways, I don't know where I was going with that, but that's just the story of my life lately. I have serious pregnancy brain. I cannot keep like when I'm talking, I cannot keep things straight. I say things wrong all the time. I buy the wrong size clothing for my kids. Things are not all here, and I feel like with each pregnancy brain gets worse and worse and worse. I actually have a doctor's appointment today, and I'm really excited to go in, hopefully hear the baby's heartbeat. And I mean, there's not a whole lot that goes on at an 11-week appointment. I'm not getting an ultrasound or anything like that, so nothing too exciting, but hearing the heartbeat is definitely exciting, and I'm really hoping that I can hear that today. So I am finally feeling some relief. I looked back on some pictures from my pregnancy with Cash, and at about 10 weeks I had written that I started feeling a little bit of relief from morning sickness, and that's about when I started to feel some relief from this one. So now I've been feeling pretty good for the most part. I've been feeling a little bit tired, but as long as I go to sleep around 10 o'clock at night, which is earlier than I used to go to bed when I'm not pregnant, I go to bed at like midnight and wake up and feel fine. But I have to go to bed and get that at least 8 hours of sleep at night, or else I will just be useless the next day, and it is not a good feeling. It makes me feel even more nauseous when I'm feeling tired, so just getting the right amount of sleep really helps. And I'm starting to feel like I don't have to have a nap midday as long as I just keep moving and keep going. I kind of get surprised by the amount of energy that I have sometimes. Like I cleaned the entire garage the other day, no problem. I've been painting cabinets around my house with no problem. So yeah, sometimes I'm just like, where did this energy come from? I have no idea. Nesting has kicked in so quickly this time. I want to do all the things around the house because I feel like September is right around the corner, and before I know it, I'm gonna be pushing out a baby, and that's the end of it. So pregnancy is, the more kids that you have, the faster that they go, and I'm just trying to take advantage of every second of it. I'm not really wishing it along or anything. I'm just trying to enjoy the process. All right, so gender. Everybody wants to know, when are you finding out the gender? I can't tell you how many questions I get a day about when I'm finding out the gender, how many comments I get asking when we're going to find out. And the answer to that question is we will find out at our 15-week ultrasound. That is how I found out with my other 3 boys. We go to an elective ultrasound place, and they have always been able to tell us almost immediately what we are having each time. And so that is how we will find out. I know that there are blood tests that I can do. I have just chosen to not do them. I wanted to find out at my ultrasound. I kind of wanted to address something ahead of time that has been bothering me. So I think that when you are a mom of the same gendered children, people assume that you want the opposite sex. They want you to have the opposite sex, and there's a lot of pressure on you to have the opposite sex of what you have. And I know that I absorb a lot of that pressure from other people. Every day I think you're having a girl, I hope you have a girl, and I know that everyone means very well. They mean well, and I don't take any offense to it. But people also have to realize that I don't pick. We don't pick. We get what God is going to give us and what he knows is best for us. So I feel like if we are not having a girl, that people will feel sorry for me, whether it's a girl or it's a boy. I just want everyone to know that I will be happy either way. Of course, I would love to have a little girl, you guys, like, there is no doubt, but there's also a huge part of me that knows that whatever I get is what was meant to be, and that is the baby that is supposed to be in our family. God already knows who he or she is. So, hey guys, I apologize. I had to like readjust my camera because I ran out of space, so I had to delete some videos. But anyways, but I just wanted to address that topic because it's just something that I have been feeling for a long time. Just the pressure of all of it is really hard, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, get it off my chest. It feels a little bit better now that I've said something. So anyways, that is it for this video. I think I have been feeling pretty good, guys, so I am excited to share the rest of this pregnancy with you guys. I will give you a little bit of a bump shot. It has been growing pretty quickly. What usually happens with me is that I will grow pretty quickly at the beginning, and then I will kind of taper off for a while. Like, it just feels like it about like the 2nd to 3rd-ish trimester, it just kind of like stays that way, and then of course in the 3rd trimester it just feels like it's just gonna grow and pop. But I feel like it kind of takes off quickly, and then I kind of taper off a little bit. Okay, let me set down my coffee and I'll show you guys my boat. So I've got on my favorite leggings right now. I will link these below because these things are amazing. They are not maternity pants. They are the perfect legging ever, and yes, they have a drawstring even though they're leggings and pockets, so it makes them kind of like a jogger. But so here is my bump. There is baby, definitely a bump there. Like I said, it usually pops up pretty quickly. This is 11 weeks, so okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed catching up with me on what has been going on in this pregnancy, and also learning about some of my favorite pregnancy products. If you have a pregnant friend, definitely pass them along, or if you plan on becoming pregnant in the future, make sure to write them down or come back to this video. Don't forget to check out the description box below and order yourself some Palmer's cocoa butter. I highly recommend it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. I would absolutely love to have you here, and I will see you guys all in my next video.